So this isn't bad at all. We have a bunch of staff completing their training. We have completed all of the objectives for Mitten University. We have a lot of students in here. We have a lot of kudosh as well. We're level 22 in the university. We could keep going. We could bring in more courses. We could do more things. But this is pretty solid. I'm actually really happy with this. So no complaints at all. I think Mitten University, as far as I'm concerned, it's not done. We do have massive amounts of space that we could play with in order to make this into just a giant university. I think I will, at some point, come back to Mitten University and do that, because I love how much space we have to play with here. I think it's really cool. But for now, I've got to be honest, for now, I think what we do is we go out to the map and we take a look at what the next university is going to be like. And looking at the map, it seems like our next university is going to be Noblestead, which, let's see here, it looks interesting. We're going to be preserving the traditions of knighthood and defending our campus from the local competition. We're starting with $250,000. There is a castle, which makes me very happy. So let's go ahead and check out Noblestead. Welcome to Noblestead, where not much has changed in several hundred years, and knights roam the streets like it's perfectly normal. They say steel sharpens steel, and the locals couldn't agree more. Being a knight is more than polite conversation, dangerous antics, and metal shoes. It's about competitive spirit. Let the best knights win. Absolutely. So what are we doing here? Salutations and welcome to Noblestead, the last great bastion of knighthood in Two-Part County. Huzzah! I'm not going to do that. I'm Lord Blackguard. I run the night school across town. This is how it has always been. I followed in the footsteps of my father and my father's father and his father's Uncle Dennis. We've been waiting hundreds of years for a little friendly competition. Let the games begin. Absolutely. So we need a battleground, we need a lecture theater, and a night school teacher. Okay, so that sounds exciting. Where do I get myself a battleground? So that's going to be this guy, which I'm assuming has to be outside, right? Yeah, that's kind of cool that you get like outside things. I like that a lot. Okay, let's build ourselves a battleground. I'm going to make it bigger than it needs to be, simply because we have the space to do that. It's going to be the entrance right there. I love that. I actually love that. So this looks ridiculous. Okay. What is that? So that's this thing, the combat training station. What is this? The etiquette training station. Okay. I'm down for that. That's kind of great looking. All right. So what else have they got? Combat dummies. All right. This is really something, isn't it? This is actually a thing. Let's put the combat dummies like this. Let's put the archery target safely in the middle between the two. That seems like a perfectly safe thing to do. I don't know about that. Hold on a minute. Let me do this and let me do this, right? And let me move the archery targets. I don't know where to put them, to be honest. I don't know how far away people are going to want to be from the archery targets. I actually have no idea. We'll just do this, right? We'll put one there. We don't need all this stuff, by the way, but I really want all this stuff. Because to be quite honest with you, this looks kind of great. This looks like it's going to be a really interesting campus. So I'm here for it. I am 100% here for it. We'll do this. We got these guys in the middle. We could do another training dummy if we really wanted to, which I'm going to be honest, I think we should. We should have a little trio of training dummies right there. And what is this? It's oh my God, it's a patio heater. I love that. I love that so much. And then we got things like wooden thrones. We got flags, which I love. I absolutely adore that this is a thing. I'm going to put one in every corner. So one right down there. We're going to get one right over here. That's kind of great. I love all of this. I love that we have like stockades as well. We have a round table. We got a banquet table. That's so good. That is so good. We got a fire pit. We need a fire pit. We absolutely need fire pits in the corners. 100% need some fire pits. There we go. That seems pretty good. That seems like a good looking battleground. I gotta be honest with you. That seems like everything we need. Now, let's get ourselves a lecture theater, which can kind of go anywhere, really. So it needs to be 4x4. Let's just go for, let's see, where's this? So this is our mid point right here. Okay. I mean, I guess we could do like a 4x4 here and then like an extra little bit on the side. I think that kind of works out, I suppose. Well, maybe. What if we did this? Oh, that thing's huge. I always forget how large the stands thing is. Huh. I guess we could sort of have it be asymmetrical. I guess that's kind of okay. The door then just goes here, and we do this thing sort of off to the side to increase the prestige a little bit. So there. And then windows, because I think windows would be kind of cool. We'll do like a bunch of windows here. We can't do a window right there. We can do a window at the back though. Makes the room a little better. Nice big radiator, I think, just to keep it nice and warm in there. And I guess a sunflower to make it a little bit more pleasant. There we go. So that should be fine. That's our lecture theater. Bunch of windows. Probably not great for lighting. Let's be honest. It's probably terrible. But that's fine by me. I'm not really worried about it. It's not my problem. It's someone else's problem. I'm also not sure why I put the lecture theater up there. So I've moved it down to this space because it's much closer to the door, which to me kind of makes sense. Now, what I'm also going to do is throw a bathroom right about here, which is going to be relatively simple, I think, just 4 stalls. I've also just remembered that this game, I'm pretty sure, if you go and sign up to their newsletter or something, I don't remember exactly what it is, you get a golden toilet. And I feel like if there was ever a university campus that deserved a golden toilet, it is probably this one. So I might want to do that at some point. But for now, I'm not going to worry too much. We'll also throw a shower room just on the other side of the door there. And we'll do sort of a similar layout. So, you know, just a bunch of showers across here so the students aren't going to be stinking, with a couple of towels across there, I guess. A nice big radiator as well. And I totally forgot to put a radiator over here. Don't know if it's going to fit anywhere. Not actually sure that it is. Can I move you? You know what? Let's just get rid of the bin. That's probably fair enough. And then do a radiator right up against the window. Make sure the place is going to be way too warm. Good Lord. Actually, this is way too warm as well. That might not be good for us, but you know what? I'm going to commit to it. There we go. All right. So now all we need is a night school teacher. So Angelina Damp, congratulations. You are hired. You can go and do whatever you want to do, and we can start the academic year. It'd be nice if we could... Wait, what else have we got in here? I guess we could add robotics. Imagine... robotics and chivalry. Robotics and knighthood all on the same campus. That sounds slightly ridiculous, and I love it. All right, let's start the next year and observe this ridiculousness. The great thing about being a knight is that it's incredibly dangerous. I once took a rogue lance to the chops while sitting on the toilet, if you can picture such a thing. Every campus that is noble and good should provide medical care. We may wear armor, but that doesn't mean we're invincible. Interesting. Students will injure themselves while they're on campus. They don't know what they're doing. Build a medical office and hire an assistant qualified in first aid. Interesting. So the medical office has to be 3x3. I'm very tempted to put it here, similar to how we've done the lecture theater on the other side, and just make it, I don't know, slightly more well-staffed, because I imagine, I mean, it's purely administrative, apparently. Let's see, what do we want here? What is this, an Omni-Cure? Needs maintaining? Oh, that thing's huge. Good Lord. Can I get, like, a couple of these, though? Like, if I put one there... Oh, you can only have one. Interesting. So you really do only need this thing to be so big, right? We can get like a filing cabinet, but there's no like medical beds. So yeah, you really don't need the medical room to be all that large. So I guess what we could do then is take out that part, right? So take, you know, you away and take you away. This is fine, and that can be something else. That can maybe be a staff room if I can get it to be that small. Let me go ahead and let's see. Let's put a radiator in here, and that'll be all right. We'll go ahead and put some hand sanitizer on the wall. We'll go ahead and get some medicine in here because that seems like it'd be a good idea as well. So we'll get a couple of medicine cabinets. Just a little something like that should be all right. Can I get another one? I absolutely can. And that seems fine. That seems like a decent little medical room. So that'll do. We just need to get ourselves an assistant trained in medicine, which we don't have at the minute. So I guess we're waiting. We could also get a janitor while we're here. So let's get you trained in mechanics. And you know what? Let me get you trained in maintenance so that if things start breaking, we can kind of deal with that. Also, what are they doing right now? They're in a lecture. It's a bunch of knights in a lecture. That is actually kind of amazing. It's actually kind of fantastic. I love it. Now, this is kind of interesting. I'm not actually getting assistant applicants that are trained in medicine, which is a little bit concerning. I do have an applicant I just hired, but they're not trained in medicine. So I think what I might do is build myself a training room. Might not be a bad idea just to start training staff kind of early. So I guess to do that, we can go ahead and do, you know, a 4x4 space up here. We'll do this thing and we'll get the training pod or whatever it's called right there. And that seems okay. That sort of works out. We'll put the door sort of right in the... Can't do the door right in the middle. That's a bit of a shame. All right. We'll put the training pod here and put the door right in the middle. And we'll do these training screens sort of around the place. It does make the room very expensive, but it does boost the training capability of the room as well, which I think is relatively important. We can also throw a snack table in here because I think that'll keep my staff sort of happy. I would like a snack table while I was training. I'm just saying. So, you know, we'll give them one. And then a nice, you know, nice big radiator down in the corner. And that's going to be our training room. And then what we'll do is just start training. We'll go to the assistant. We'll go to Ellie Funkle and say, I need to train you in first aid. So we'll start training you and that should be fine. So that'll work out. That'll get the medical room going. And now I guess what we do is we start looking at the other things the students want, because the students are complaining about wanting things like a library, which we can totally do. It needs to be 3x3. I might just make it 4x4 or 4x3 because it'll fit in there really nicely. So now we have a library, which is fantastic. And we have got the medical place up and running. Now, you may have won a battle or two, but Lord Blackguard doesn't give up that easily, whatever the rumors might say. It warms my girdle to see Noblestead in glorious battle once more. Let the best knights win. This is really cool. This is so cool looking. I absolutely love it. I also need to remove invaders? What? Hold on a minute. Hold on. Your campus has been quite the triumph, huzzah, but how will you fare against the blackguardous knights of Nobs? Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, why are you considering dropping out? What's your issue? You've got Knight's Knee, and you're fuming. You're angry about something. Oh god. Alright, your campus may be invaded by evil conspirators or well-meaning knights. Janitors qualified in security will remove unwanted visitors with relative ease and minimal waterworks. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, Morris Watzer, you're hired, mate. Get in there. Get in there. You dealt quite elegantly with my knights. Alas. Still, they'll be thrilled at the chance to improve. Okay. Here's what I'm thinking we might need to do. So you're boiling right now. I'm going to get rid of this radiator, and that'll probably help with that. We're also getting a lot of complaints about the knights and whatnot being a little miserable. So let's go ahead and throw a Cheesy Gubbins machine right there. And just across the way, we'll throw a drinks machine as well, and that will help them to be a little bit cheerier. We do need to actually throw a bin right next to both of those so that they aren't going to be, you know, dropping stuff everywhere. But we do absolutely need to get ourselves some dormitories, and we don't actually have that much money. So I think what I'm going to do for dormitories is I'm going to try and just get a couple of them in this space. I'm not too sure how well that's going to work though. Or maybe over here. Let's try here and see what we can do. So the dormitories are 4x3. We are going to do exactly the same design that we did in Mitten University. So we'll do this little thing here. We'll get ourselves, let's see, I do have a decent amount of kudosh. I could get the double jump bed. I'm not going to do that, but I could. And I think on this one, we'll go for the black frame bed since it is, I don't know, interesting looking. So something like this. We'll get ourselves the darker looking wardrobes. Get ourselves the tables at the sides. And let's see, we'll get ourselves, I guess we will throw this thing in here just because we can. We can throw a couple of notice boards as well. This time I'm going to put them on the sides like so. And this is okay. It's already up to 3 stars, which is pretty good. We'll throw ourselves a nice plant down in this corner. And we'll get ourselves a couple of rugs as well. So this time we'll go for the green rugs. There and there. And I suppose a bunch of, I guess a neon guitar would be kind of cool. It's maybe a little bit much for the rooms, but that's all right. Get ourselves some posters as well. And of course, we want a little bit of art just to really bring this, you know, the whole place together. So that gives us a single dormitory. I'm going to copy it and I'm going to put another one right across the hole like this. That gives us 2 dormitories and a little space in both corners now, where I think what we'll do is get ourselves, I guess, some bathrooms. At least one bathroom up here, I think would be a bit of an idea. So we'll put it there. And actually, we'll move the door to this side. We'll do 1, 2, 3, and 4 stalls. And then for sinks, we'll go 1, 2, 3, and I guess a hand dryer can sort of go right there. Not the best bathroom, but it'll do the job. Should keep people happy. Students will generally, hopefully, get a bit happier as well now that we have, you know, a couple of dormitories. We've got some drinks vending machines as well. And we do have a few things going on here as well. So we did defeat everybody, which is good. We made some money. They want a love bench. Sure. We'll give them some love benches. We'll do one there. And we'll do one right about there. And that should keep them happy, right? Wait a minute. We're getting visited? Uh-oh. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. We're also just on the brink of making money, which is good. That's kind of what we want. Now, that's what we're looking at. What is this? Lord Blackguard believes that his band of knights are the merriest cohort around. He's wagered that our students can't match them and their uproarious degree of contentment. All right. Well, I can figure that out. Students also need entertainment, which they don't have right now, which is keeping them quite miserable. Oh boy. All right, so I figured a staff room down in this corner was probably a pretty good idea, especially since a lot of my staff are having some issues. They're not the happiest at the moment. Also, what are you complaining about? You're bored? You need some entertainment. You also want the toilet. Okay. So I guess we really do need to look at getting ourselves something like a student lounge or a student union or, well, just about those, really. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a student lounge then. It needs to be 3x3. And I guess what we'll do is I'm going to just build it here, kind of next to the dormitories. I'm going to make it about the same size as the dormitories as well. And we'll just go ahead and throw the door right on the middle. And I think the way we'll do this is actually kind of similar to how we've done the dormitories, except we'll have them go into the left. I don't know why I'm doing it this way. I'm going to be honest. It's probably a bit of a stupid design to do the lounge this way, but I think it's kind of interesting looking. I don't know what I'm going to be able to do with the kitchen, though. So maybe we don't do it this way. Maybe it is a stupid idea, or maybe we do that. I actually kind of prefer that. So let's get ourselves, I guess, what does this actually do? So that actually provides food. It actually does have a need. That provides hygiene, and that does nothing. So we'll just go for these two counters, I guess, will be perfectly fine. That one's going to be out from the wall a little bit. I don't love that, but that's okay. We'll get ourselves sort of a plant in the corner to hide the fact that that thing is out from the wall a little bit. Also, apparently invalid collision. That's kind of interesting. Can I get the sunflower in here at all? Doesn't really want to do that, does it? It really doesn't want to do it for me. Come on. There's like a spot in there where it does work. There we go. And apparently it's blocking those. That's kind of weird. But anyway, there we go. We have ourselves a student lounge, and that should help the students to be a bit happier. It'll give them stuff to do. It'll hopefully keep them entertained, and their entertainment is increasing, which is fantastic. So hopefully it continues to do so. Hopefully we start making money. Hopefully things start going well, right? That's kind of what we're looking for there. It's also the end of the year. So let's have a look at the awards, because I don't imagine I got any good ones. I got a 90% pass rate. I got no awards. That actually checks out. Okay. There's no greater challenge for a knight than the jousting field. I should know. I was jousting champion myself many Thursdays ago. Perhaps it's time that I got back on the horse. I do love foreshadowing. So they want a jousting field and another night school teacher. We also got a whole bunch of campus stuff, which is kind of cool. So if we go and look at this, we could add some more courses, but I think what I'm going to do is just improve the one that we have so that we bring in more students. That seems like a pretty good idea. Now, something we are going to have to do is actually go ahead and take a bit of a loan. And in this case, I'm going to take a $100,000 loan because we kind of need it to build the jousting field. So that's this thing right here. It needs to be 12 by 8. So this right here is 7. That right there is 12. And I guess it needs to go back a little bit further. So that's now big enough, I suppose. That looks like the middle. And this looks like whatever the jousting thing is called. So we'll put this here. We have a festive tent, which is, I mean, it's definitely festive looking. So we'll put the festive tent right here. We have jousting bleachers. Oh my God, that's enormous. What exactly, what is this? It just increases the attractiveness. It's $30,000 for the jousting bleachers. I think I'm going to pass on that. I've got to be honest. Maybe we can improve this room, you know, later on, right? I think that's how we'll look at this. We'll improve it considerably a little bit later on. We'll just do some archery targets there for now. And that seems fine. So that's going to be our jousting field. Let's go ahead and hire ourselves another teacher. So we'll go for Crystal Rambo. Congratulations, you're hired. And now we'll just start the academic year because I need to start making money. And hopefully we will do that. This is quite something. This is quite the little setup we have here. Also, what's the issue with this room? I think the room capacity is 7. We might have way too many students that want in there, which would make sense because they were wanting entertainment. So maybe a student union would be a bit of an idea. Although I was going to put more dormitories here. Although I guess a student union would probably be the way to go. It would kind of make sense. So this works. I think that's a pretty good looking student union. It's nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy, but it will do the job, and that's kind of what I'm looking for. So let's go ahead and get you in here. You can run the student union, and that should keep the students relatively happy. And it should give them more things to do. It'll let them be entertained, and generally that's going to be good for us. So that works out. That's going to be our student union. In terms of more dormitories, which we are going to need, I'm kind of wondering, I could just do that, right? It's going to give us some weird hallways and stuff, but I could just slap a dormitory right in the middle of that space, or just right there, and then we have a corridor to get around to the bathrooms, which I don't love doing. I don't love doing that with the bathrooms, but let's do it anyway for now. It's okay. We do need another dormitory, so we'll go for that. Blackguard is visiting. That's fine. We also have some invaders. So let's see. Do we have anyone? We've got you. Let's go ahead and get Melissa Vibes to deal with the invaders. and that'll hopefully work out well for us. And then in terms of actually being a 1-star campus, we just need to cure medical stuff. We need to be more attractive. We need B plus grade night school classes, and just remove a bunch of invaders. So it should be easy enough. It's just a case of running the campus and seeing how things turn out, really, which I'm pretty sure we can do. You dealt quite elegantly with my knights. Alas, still, they'll be thrilled at the chance to improve. Yep, I am sure they will. Okay. Let's, I guess, see what else we can do here. Now, another lecture theater, I don't know that we need it. Another staff room, I don't know. Research labs might not be bad. Because if we do research labs, we can obviously upgrade the various, night stuff that we have. So I might do that. I might actually build a research lab right in here. And then, obviously throw this thing sort of in the middle. And throw some research desks down in the corners. Throw them in those corners as well. And, the research consoles can go here. And I guess not over there, but that's fine. So this looks all right for a research space. We've got research cabinets. We've got research panels, research lights. I like the idea of the research lights. They look actually kind of cool, kind of funky. They actually look like, they do look like, Twitch Streamer 101, Twitch Streamer Background 101 lights, but that's whatever. This is fine. That's going to be our research lab, which we can afford, just about. All right. So what can we do here? We can upgrade the combat training stations. We can get a dragon tower. Interesting. Okay, that's fair enough. We can upgrade that. We can upgrade the weaponry. Interesting. That gives us a lot of things. I'll tell you what I think we should do. Apparently, we've been working on this, but we can't do it. All right. Let's work towards upgrading the combat training station, because that's going to help us get a better course in here, and I think that's what we need. As for everything else, they want a romantic film. Can we schedule it? We absolutely can. So we'll schedule it for the start of February. We'll repeat it every year. That's fine. That'll keep them happy. They want a park bench. I can do that. I don't see that being an issue. We'll go ahead and get a park bench, right here. And we'll go for right there as well. And that'll keep someone happy. The invasion was successful for me. That was successful. That was successful. That was some lost money. And they want a dragon tower. I'm going to say no to the dragon tower. As for everything else, though, oh my god, they're actually jousting. Hold on a minute. I need to watch this. Oh, I love it. Those are... Wait, what are... Oh, they're not actually real horses. Of course they're not. It's got... That makes so much sense. So they come along. He dodged it. Well done. All right. That's kind of excellent. They look ridiculous, but I absolutely love it. That is so good. And yeah, it looks like thanks to the XP bonus, we are actually making money now. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We'll be upgrading this in no time at all. We'll be curing more medical stuff eventually. We've got the romantic movie going on, which is pretty good as well. So hopefully my students are going to be happy eventually, right? That's the goal here, is that they'll be happy eventually. Now this right here is a little something I thought would be a pretty good idea. It is private tuition rooms, and what we can do is go and bring in another teacher who can hopefully do some private tuition. Now, I am wondering, can I schedule you for a bit of training? So let's have a look here. Private tuition. So that I feel would be a good idea. And if we go and we grab you, and I go to your thing here, I want to make sure that you will only do private tuition. So that way, anyone that's struggling a little bit is going to have a tutor that can hopefully make them better, right? And if we go and we get, Roy Sauce, which is a friggin' amazing name. I almost got really carried away with how good his name is and said something very different there. let's train Roy Sauce in private tuition as well. And that way, we can, you know, have... Oh, that is not where I thought you would be standing, but okay. We can have students that can get better, right? And that's sort of what we're looking for. Now, I don't necessarily know that this is going to make us that much more money, but I'm kind of here for it. I'm kind of curious to see how things go. I'm not going to build the statue. Well, maybe I will build the Statue of Love. Sure. We might as well. We have the money for it. And what we'll do is put the Statue of Love. I'm going to put it like right here. Seems like a good place for it. We're also being invaded. Fortunately, it looks like security is dealing with it already, which is great news. So we can stay on top of that. They want a student union party. I guess we can try and schedule that. Do we have time? We do. Let's repeat it at the end of the year. So they're going straight into a party. That was the open day report. They want a student lounge party. Do I have the time to schedule it at the end of the year? I don't. So that's going to be next year, if they still want it by then. Which, honestly, I don't really care. That was the results of the visits. They want a flat flower planter. Why do they want all these things? I don't want a flower planter. I don't care about it. But I guess we'll do a couple right there to make the place nicer. And then they want this flower planter for some reason. Again, I don't want it. I don't really care, but we'll do it because it'll cheer them up a little bit. And you know what? We'll go ahead and duplicate this. And we'll put it there and there. And I guess it looks kind of nice. Why are you considering dropping out? What is your problem? You are tired, you are sad, you are thirsty, you are bored, you are bursting, and you have knight's knee. Okay, well, you're about to be cured of your knight's knee, which is good. So hopefully you don't want to quit. Now, let me see the awards. How did we do? Did we get anything? We had 100% pass rate. We didn't get any awards, but that's okay. They want another... Wait, they want another battleground? Oh my god. Okay, well, that might be... Well, that shouldn't be too difficult, right? Because in theory, can I just clone this? And yeah, I can just sort of put it here, right? So we can just do another battleground. It is going to get rid of some flower planters, which... I mean, we didn't really need them anyway, so we'll do that. And I guess we can also go in and get rid of like this and this. We don't need these guys either. So we'll ditch those to cool the place down. We'll do this, and that gives us... Yeah, that looks okay. So that's another battleground. 35,000, we can afford that. We can also go ahead and get ourselves another teacher in here. And we can upgrade this course quite considerably. And if I wanted to, I could throw, well, funny business in there. I don't want to do that, but I could. We're just going to confirm things as they are. That seems fine. Apparently we need another night school teacher. So we'll do that, and we'll just start the next year. That's fine by me. We'll start the next year. Campus attractiveness will hopefully go up. It is going down currently, which is not ideal, but that's all right. We're up to level 9 at the very least, so no complaints there. Oh no, this is good. This class right here had an A grade. This one had C+, so we are getting the night school grades to be a little bit higher, which is exactly what we're looking for. We still have a bunch of invaders to get rid of, and we still need to get the attractiveness rating up there a little bit as well. But at the very least, we are sort of doing okay. I'm also gonna move this statue because it's in a bit of a weird spot. And apparently I can't put it inside either. So we'll just go ahead and put the statue right about there. That way it's not on the main path. And I guess we'll get rid of you as well. Now, we have 3 intruders coming in. One of them has already been dealt with, which is fantastic. We have another one right here who is being dealt with by the looks of it. I don't know if it's been very effective. It absolutely has. And we have a third one somewhere who I assume will be dealt with momentarily as well. Yeah, they've been dealt with already. That's fantastic. Okay. So that's not too bad. It's also almost the end of the current set of classes. So here's hoping that we actually manage to you know, get another B+ grade on a few of these guys. That would be kind of nice. The attractiveness rating's at 70%, 2 more invaders, and we're pretty good, to be honest. A D rating and a C rating. That's not as good as I would have liked it to be. All right, let's have a look at the goals they want. They need a night school bookcase. You know what? I will get that because I feel like that's probably something we should have in here. And I'm going to just delete those 2 bookcases. And I guess we'll go in and put in the night school bookcases. And that'll probably help us out a fair little bit here. So one right there and one right there. That looks all right. Should help this place be a little bit more useful for this particular... Wait. Oh, it needs a normal bookcase, doesn't it? Oh, I'm an idiot. All right, so that needs to go away. And then we need to go and edit the room and throw a normal bookcase at it because that is a requirement. So there we go. So we do have the bonus to the night school. I think the thing is fine now. Now, what else do they want? Invasion was successful for me. That's fine. They want a student lounge party. We did say we were going to do that. So let's schedule it. End of December seems fine by me, so we'll continue to book that every year. We have results of the visit. They want table football. No. And that's our statement. All right, so we're making money. We are gradually getting better. We are regularly removing invaders. And I guess my biggest complaint about this particular campus is it does seem a little dark in here. But that's probably all right. Tell you what we'll do. Let's go ahead and upgrade the combat training stations since we now can. And that should also put us in a spot where, you know, we're going to be teaching people a little bit more efficiently. That should keep us good. Hopefully. I like it. I like it. We also managed to, you know, make money and everything's good. I feel good about where we're at right now, is what I'm getting at. I also feel like we should upgrade this. You know, make research faster by upgrading the research. And so with a little bit of tweaking to the main campus, I put some posters in, I put some different decorations in, another dormitory, another bathroom, not the bathroom, the shower. We've got the campus up to 76% attractiveness, and we're about to finish some classes, so I think we might be about to be a 1-star campus. The attractiveness went down to 74%. There we go. That's perfect. All right. Which means we have unlocked new campuses. Interesting. We just unlocked Spiffenmore, which looks all ethereal. It looks magical even, which is very exciting. We unlocked Fluffborough as well. We got some new items down here. Huzzah, good cheer, and so on. Though I should stress this is just about as poor an establishment as can be while still receiving one of our rather snazzy brochures. How terribly efficient of you. I feel insulted. I don't care. Whatever. Whatever. They can like my campus or they can dislike my campus. I'm quite happy with what we've got here. I think it's a pretty cool looking little campus. We do need to schedule some tournaments. We need to get level 5 battlegrounds. We need more students. We need more romances. But it's a whole bunch of stuff we can do to be a 2-star campus. I've also got some career goals in here, which don't mind if I do. Not bad. I am actually quite happy with this. I'm quite pleased with how this has turned out. We're expecting some rust issues on campus because it's raining, of course. Of course, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. What do you complain about? You got Knight's knee. All right, well, let's just send you to the nurse, I guess. We'll see if that works out for you. Maybe I think the temperatures in there might be a bit much for them as well. Let's get rid of some of these things. Ooh, if I click on you, I get like $10. Yeah, we'll click on some things around here. We'll get rid of these guys just to cool things down a little bit and hope that helps us. We've got a whole bunch of stuff that they want me to do. I'm not really interested in doing too much of it. Honestly, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there for today because I want to see what the next campus is about. I want to go to that magical looking one. So thank you very much for watching, everybody. It has been an absolute pleasure as always. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.